Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Dan Jax and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing and giving you a tutorial for my very own multi-floor elevator design for Minecraft Pocket Edition 0.50 and above. If you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more tutorials, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of my first redstone contraption I'm showing off to you guys. It'd be nice to hear what you think and how I could maybe improve it. But other than that, let's get on with the video. Okay, so we're going to get things started off on this little glass platform here. Place a sticky piston facing upwards. Into that you're going to want a repeater with 4 ticks of delay from a block, and into that block you also want a repeater, 1 tick of delay. Place a block, then another block up to the side, a further block up to the side, and one more along next to that. And on top of all of those you're going to want to place 4 redstone dust. From here I'm going to place the slime blocks on top of the sticky piston, 3 in total. You can expand this out further by adjusting the design. Around the side of this we're going to place our immovable object, so that's obsidian, leaves or pumpkins or melons. They are only real options in Pocket Edition, and we want those immovable objects everywhere that the slime blocks are going to go, apart from obviously where our entrance is going to be. So we're going to place a block there with a button, and from here that redstone line right there can run into a block with a torch on top, and on top of that we're going to have another block with a torch on the side facing away from our elevator. On top of that we're going to have another block, and in front of it we're going to have another block as well, just like so. Here we're going to have a little 2x2 grid with 3 redstone dust and a repeater facing back towards our elevator on 1 tick of delay. So here, off the side of this torch, place a block and bring another one out, 2 across, another one back, and then another 2x2 grid across here. Block there, redstone there. Here we're just going to create, after we've placed some redstone dust, just there, a little pulse extender, 2 comparators, 1 facing into the block and 1 facing away from the redstone dust. A repeater there on 2 ticks, and a repeater there on 4. Now from this repeater up here, we're going to place a block with a torch on the side, a block on top with a sticky piston coming off of that. 3 slime blocks again, right there. And if we come down, I'm going to place 2 temporary blocks just here, if I can. Ooh, there. Break that one and place a sticky piston facing upwards into the slime blocks and remove that temporary block. So from here, place some more immovable objects just around here, and just as a disclaimer, from this point, or not a disclaimer, but from this point onwards, anything that I show you is part of the modular design, so you're going to want to repeat this for each floor in between the top and the bottom. From so far to here, this has been for a bottom floor only. So once you've finished placing your immovable objects, you can tidy this up. I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but you can tidy it up, just make it look a little bit nicer. Block up there, and 2 blocks up from the slime blocks. You're going to want your inputs again, so there's a button on the left and a button on the right. Once I get to it, come on. Button on the right and button on the left. Button on the left is to go down, button on the right is to go up. That's fairly self-explanatory. So from the one on the left, place a block down beneath it and another one below that, followed by 2 more in the same fashion. On those first 3 blocks you're going to want to place some redstone dust. And on the 4th one, a repeater set to 1 tick of delay. From there, run some blocks across to the redstone torch input for our piston, or the block with the redstone torch on, and into that block a redstone repeater with 1 tick of delay. Here we're going to create another little pulse extender as before, block there, and 2 comparators and a redstone dust, just to make sure that the drop chute stays open long enough for us to get through and have a little bit of a bounce before we get back up. And so, from here, slight change to what there was for the initial level, I guess you could say. We're going to come down with 2 blocks there. We want to power this block by the side, so we're going to bring this across as so, a block there and a block up on top of that, another block there. Here we're going to have a repeater with 4 ticks of delay and a repeater with 1 tick of delay. Up there and on top of all of these blocks, as before, we're going to have some redstone dust. And then once again, as before, we're going to come across redstone dust into a block with a torch on top, into another block with a torch on the side, not obsidian. You can of course redstone with obsidian, I just wouldn't recommend it in survival. On top of that torch, another block, and of course in front of that torch, another block as well. A block on the side of that powered torch right there, and create the familiar shape that we had before. Once again, placing all of the redstone in first, because why not? It makes no difference whatsoever to the design. But 4 ticks on that repeater, 2 ticks on this one, and then the usual comparator setup as before. Comparator into the block and comparator away from the redstone. The same 2x2 grid up here with the repeater with 1 tick and 3 redstone dust running into a block with a torch on the side, up into a block with our sticky piston on the front, facing the correct way. Slime blocks on the front of that. And now from this point forward, I'm going to be building the top floor, so there is no need for a further sticky piston. All the bits from when I said until now are of course part of the modular design. But now, let's place some immovable objects around these slime blocks once again, making sure to leave room for the retraction, of course, of the slime blocks. So we're going to make sure we leave a gap there. And of course, make sure you keep it nice and neat as well. So when we're just placing these blocks here, we're going to have our input to go down. No need for one on the right hand side, as there's no more floors to go up. But as before, we're going to place our blocks coming down this little staircase here, 4 in total. The first 3 are going to have redstone dust, and the bottom one is going to be a repeater with 1 tick of delay. That, as before, is going into a pulse extender, block up there, blocks over to the side, comparators, and facing away from the redstone dust and into the block. Make sure you get that the right way around. And as before, not obsidian, but as before, place your blocks into the block with the torch on, powering the sticky piston right there with a repeater on 1 tick. And that is your working design. If I just patch this up right here, we can see that we will fall down as we press this button. We will bounce a bit, but that pulse extender leaves us plenty of time for that to shut, and once again, popping down, plenty of time to bounce around before it shuts. And if we go up, this is what I'm especially proud of. No bouncing around whatsoever, you're just up and you're there, no bouncing. And so once you've tidied up your design, made it look nice and fresh and fancy, you have yourself a fully working multi-floor elevator. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Leave a like if you found this helpful. Leave a comment for any improvements you think I could make to this design, and maybe do a follow-up video for it. thank you for watching, and if you want to, make sure to hit that subscribe button to let me know that you want to see more tutorials. But other than that, thank you for watching. I've said thank you for watching too many times already. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.